Okay, so today, to deepen your connection with yourself and explore that a little bit more, we're going to look into someone's eyes or make eye contact with people throughout our day as many times as we can. And yes, this could end up and probably will end up being people that you are in regular contact with, like people that you work with, or people in your family, people that you see every day. And that's cool and important and a part of this for sure, but it's also relevant to do this with strangers. Just any encounter, any time that you are around people, try to look into their eyes or make eye contact. And try to hold it. Give yourself a little challenge of discomfort. Try to hold it for longer than you would, or for a weird amount of time. I mean, not to like scare other people and think that you're like creepy or something like that, but try to hold it for a longer period of time than would be typical, because we're trying things that are not in our typical, trying and experimenting things and see how they feel and see what they do and see how they're different. We only learn things about our current state when we are comparing them and comparing them to the state that we're not usually in, the opposite, the others, the other states of possibility. So anyway, we are going to be looking into people's eyes intentionally and giving ourselves a little discomfort, going out on a limb. There's some like confidence and there's some element of self that has to really show up in order to do such a thing. You're putting yourself out there. There's some vulnerability and, like I said, confidence or just like strength of will to do something like this. So there's all of that going on. And then, yeah, sure, you're going to get some information about the other people. You might really see some things, some reflections in other people that you don't usually see, some kindness in someone's eyes or some worry in someone's eyes. And that may connect you to them. And that's a beautiful thing. But it also, what you're connecting to is a reflection of something that you understand as a human being. Do you understand? Did you see some really familiar kindness or some familiar worry in someone's eyes? And, do you like feeling connected with people like that more, or do you hate it? Is this like extremely uncomfortable and you can't hardly hold this stare or this gaze because you feel maybe uncomfortable with yourself or uncomfortable with other people? And why? And ask yourself, all of this state of self-inquiry is what we were wanting to get ourselves into. So, why not try things that do that? And this is definitely one of those things. And do you feel like you realize that you don't hold eye contact very much? Or do you feel like, no, I do pretty solid at this. Eye contact is my thing. Or do you find that it is kind of your thing and you like it, but you don't usually do it and you want to add it? Or just the opposite, like, I hate this, I can't wait till this is over and I don't have to do this. And then you might ask, why? Why do I hate this? What about this is not my thing? What about this is, something that, feels so uncomfortable for me? It may just be like personal space. Like, you may be wanting your personal space to be yours and you don't want to be looking into someone else's, or you may be at a time in your life when you're trying to figure your own self out and you're not wanting to kind of get into the windows of the soul of other people. I mean, that may be it. I feel like at times in my life when looking in people's eyes was too much for me, or something that I didn't do regularly or that felt really uncomfortable, it was because seeing so much from them was too much for me. It was like I was receiving so much from looking in their eyes. And isn't that interesting how we can receive so much from looking into each other's eyes? And so, why wouldn't we maybe do that when it is something that we want to do, something that we want to receive more from other people, when we are feeling disconnected? Then it's kind of like, yeah, we can use it as a really interesting tool. So that's all, no need to kind of flesh it out super, super much. It's just look into someone's eyes, everyone's eyes, as much as you can, as long as you can, and get information about yourself. Inquire deeper about yourself through that very experience. See how you like it.